What's up? What's up? You have not been rickrolled. Happy April Fool's.
Oh man!
Welcome to the Waypoint chat. What's up? What's up? It's your boy Rick Toad. We got the Christian Gamer Dad. What's up?
What's up, man?
We
What's
got
up, everybody?
JD3 MXP.
What up, everybody?
Yep, and we got the Cowboy, the one and
Cause
only.
I'm a cowboy.
Yes,
Oh, man.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. What's up? What's up,
guys? Thanks
We
for
got
having me on, man.
And Your Mama Knows,
Yes, sir.
aka Anthony, aka a lot of stuff. What's
sir.
up, chat? Let's say what's up to the chat. Yeah,
Yeah,
Caliber
yeah.
Killer. What's up, man? Stadia Vet. Early, man.
there.
Thank you for being here.
In there, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We dancing.
Healing up good. Healing.
Yup, yo, brother. Oh, we got D-Ray Sherrod here, man. The gaming
Gaming
cyborg. He never
Rusty
sleeps.
fan opener.
Yeah.
They got that battle still going on, man.
Oh, happy cloud gamer.
Oh, happy Cloud Gamer. What's up? What's up? What's up, man? All right, cool. We're here, man. Thanks everybody for joining. This will be on Anchor also. Anchor is I gotta put that promo on there too, man. Anchor, Anchor give me a little kickback sometime. Yeah. What's up? What's up? All right, so you guys, welcome to another week, man. So let's go around and see what you guys been playing. We're gonna start with JD, Gamer Dad, and then we're going to Anthony, see what he's been playing. So what you been playing this week, JD?
Oh man, I was checking out this game called Fuser by Harmonix on PlayStation. It's like a DJ party game. I love DJing, so man, if you guys like that, go check that out.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, we're gonna talk about Outriders today, but yeah, those were the two games.
Okay, cool. We went out of left field, DJ game. Okay,
Right.
we cover everything here. All right, that's what's up. All right, what you been playing, Gamer Dad?
Listen, Pixel Junk Raiders, man. Seriously. nah, April Fool's. April Fool's.
It's April Fool's, y'all.
No,
Anything
you know,
can
the
happen.
usual. Destiny and had a chance to get a couple hours in on with Outriders, but that's pretty much it. And Warframe, that's pretty much it. Nothing, no experiments this week, but.
Okay,
We'll see.
okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. That's what's up. Anthony, man, what you been playing?
What's going on, guys? I've been rocking with Marvel Avengers. I'm a diehard fan of that. And since they added that update, I've been playing it a lot. But I usually pop in and out of games, man. I play just about anything, but that's been like my main game. On the side, I've been flirting with Immortal Phoenix Rising. I'm stuck somewhere, so I swear next time I play it, I gotta look at a tutorial or something because I'm stuck. But yeah, man, I pop in and out of everything. I haven't got a chance to do the pro games today for Stadia, but I do a community first look where I play. Actually, I was gonna do that tonight at this time, but I'm with you guys. But
cool.
I play every game and I invite people to play it with me, and then we rate on a 1 to 10 scale. We'll play just for like 5-10 minutes. Then we get back in the chat. We rate 1 to 10. What was our first impression, stuff like that. But yeah, to answer the question, Marvel Avengers has been high on my list. Some Scott Pilgrim. I still love running around punching people in the face. And yeah,
That's what's up. Yeah, man, the variety, man. I check in on Anthony's stream sometime. Him and his wife, they review movies and they review some TV shows and stuff. I'm like, I love it, man. If you want a channel, it's a channel.
Man, listen, I'm so over the place. My channel's 10 years old, but it was always a hobby. For 9 years it was a hobby, and last year I said I want to make it something legit, and I got over 700 subscribers in less than a year, or about a year. Actually, I was 30 days late of my goal. But yeah, man, we do everything, and it's fun. So I love gaming, but it's fun to step outside of gaming a little bit. With the movies and product. I mean, my biggest video is a treadmill video. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
it's
like
crazy, right? That's how it is sometimes. Yeah. I'm like that too. I do a little variety. I'm gonna go out on a trip soon to like a water park.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a review of that.
Do it.
Sometimes you get thousands of views. It's funny.
Yeah, the thing is, you just don't know what's gonna pop, right? You have no clue. And YouTube's algorithm, that's the thing. We don't know. Like, their algorithm is weird, right?
Weird,
so the pros tell you only stay in one lane, but I hear you, right? Because your channel could flourish if you just stick to one thing. But you don't know that you might make that video that might blow up more. Again, a treadmill, people. A review of a treadmill, every week that thing grows like 1,000 views, right? I made a review of an Ethernet cable. That's my second highest video. I made that video like 4 months ago.
It shows up.
So you don't know. You don't know.
It's funny. Yeah, that's crazy. All right, that's what's up, man. So we're gonna use your expertise tonight. We're gonna go through some of the news. JD usually hits us with the news, games out this week, and that'll tie into some of the stuff you're gonna play. Because a lot of it's Stadia related. So take it away, JD.
Yeah. So games out this week, especially for Stadia, we got Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition. For your Pro members, is free. So hey, man, Stadia spent that bag. So Capcom's here now.
I want to play that.
Outriders. That popped up today. We had some issues. We'll get into that later. So that's a big game. Killer Queen B. Tron 4, Disco Asylum, Nanotail, Cosmic Star Heroine, and I wanted to play that game, that RPG game, man. Like I wanted that game. And then Legends of Heroes Cold Trail and Kimono Heroes. It's another game.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what Stadia got. That's all Stadia. And that's not nothing else. That's all Stadia.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. Stadia's killing it.
Yeah. And I'm not done. Elder Scrolls Online is free for 2 weeks on Stadia.
That's a good move.
If you don't have it, you can give it a try. And then if you haven't tried out Hitman Starter or Hitman 1 or 2, they got the starter pack containing Hitman 1 level with Hitman 2 a mission. And then Hitman 3 is on Stadia now. So you got all your Hitmans.
All the Hitmans. Totally free. Hitman 1, totally free. That was that first couple missions.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm going to touch that. They need more of that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so those are the games out this week, man.
Anything that hit y'all? What y'all going to play out of that list?
You could jump in there.
Nothing for me. But that's not my kind of game, so... You know what I'm saying? I don't stream, so it's not like I have any incentive to play those. Maybe Resident Evil. But with my kid, it's like it's tough because he runs around, so I don't want him to see all that horror stuff. So maybe if I play late at night, but that's the only thing I really would think about playing.
That was a large list, man. That's it.
Yeah. Outriders.
I was about to say, what about Outriders?
Oh, that probably goes without saying. We're playing right after.
Yeah, it goes without saying.
We about to stream. We're about to play right after. Okay. Yeah. Well, kind of excluding Outriders. I want to play Elder Scrolls. That game is nice, but I need a Sherpa.
I can't get into it, man.
I need a Sherpa.
Dungeon crawling, like
Meg plays.
It looks good, but the clunky combat and like I just never got hooked into it. Like you said, if somebody knew what they were doing and dragged me through it, I'll probably consider it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit up Meg maybe. Megatron X Plays.
Legends of Heroes. That's what I want to try out.
Heroes.
Okay.
That's been making waves. That's a JRPG game. Been making waves on Xbox and PlayStation, man. So.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
I think they're on their 5th one.
Oh wow! Last summer, the Elder Scrolls came out, and I always kind of wanted to play it, but I'm a multiplayer guy. So when Morrowind and all that stuff was out, it was just a single player. So when they came out with this, I was like, well, it looks like it's more action. So let me try to jump into it. And I played it for like 3 months straight. I got a level 50 character. I was into it. So it's not as crazy as you think. Like if you just look at it and be like, oh man, just trust me, I was real apprehensive about playing it. But it's actually a nice MMO that you could get into that's really not that crazy. It's pretty user friendly, to be honest.
Okay.
Now Resident Evil, obviously people are going crazy for it. I beat that game how many years ago? And I wasn't too fond of it, but I was always bashed it a little bit because I felt it didn't connect fully with the regular Resident Evils. but everybody was like, oh, they had DLC with Chris. You should have played it. Well, guess what? Now I can play that DLC. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that works out.
I gotta hit that up.
Outriders. I'm just being honest. You guys got me on here. You know I'm the cowboy. You know I'm keeping it real.
You on Waypoint, man. Keep it real.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know me, man. For me, so I'm not a fan of Division, right? And I feel like, to me, a lot of people said, oh, well, Outriders seems similar to Gears of War, but I feel like it feels a lot like the Division. So it's cover shooting. So most of the time you're hiding and shooting. I kind of want to run and punch somebody in the face, but with the superpowers, it gives you that option. But from playing the demo, the superpowers don't last that long. So I guess if your superpowers end up lasting longer, so you could run out and do more damage. But for me, it's still a cover shooter, which isn't really my lane, if that makes sense.
I don't think it's a cover shooter though, bro.
It's really not cowboy. Yeah, I think in essence it is, you know. Right. But I think when you get into the builds, you realize that, and especially it's class specific. Like certain classes, if you're doing Devastator, you can only heal yourself if you get up close, and they have some crazy abilities.
Right. Well, that's what I use.
That will be like in your face. Like you literally have to go right up to the guy. There's no cover behind anything.
Yeah, but and that's what's cool because I played Devastator. I'm the tank. I always like to be the tank build, and so hear what I said. Your abilities are real quick. Like for instance, right? One thing I gave Anthem credit, right? I was a Destiny guy, diehard Destiny guy. And when I started playing Anthem, what I noticed was your abilities came back really fast and they last longer. Like for instance, Marvel Avengers abilities last pretty long. Again, I just played the demo, so maybe your ability is going to come faster and last 10, longer.
11,
the skill tree, the skill tree gives you an upgrade on your cooldown, so they come back real quick.
All right, cool. I'll be watching y'all stream, man.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
I said a lot of people are getting it. It's cross-platform. I'm not sold, but I feel like so many people are getting it. Maybe I'll just spend the money. But if I see these abilities are lasting longer, and I'm not just always like, you know, when you play the Division, we all play the Division.
I hate the Division.
And some people love that. Some people, but I
don't do cover, bro.
Thank you.
I feel you.
Yeah,
that's why I like Outriders is because it's the opposite of Division. The cover is literally like, let me just reload and then you back out. Trust
cool.
But you might see. You probably get sold on the full game.
Right.
Right.
All right. Cool. So let's go on. What we on now? Game announcements.
Game announcements, man.
Yeah.
All right. So PlayStation Plus. All right. For April, we got Oddworld, Soulstorm, PS5 only. We got Days Gone on PlayStation 4 and PS5, and Zombie Army 4.
I need to go to the cloud.
It's in your PlayStation Plus collection. And then Xbox, for your games with gold, you got Viking Wolves of Midgard, Truck Racing Championship, Dark Void, and Hardcore Uprising, which is a successor to Contra.
Oh, okay, really?
Oh,
I played that game before. It's pretty nice.
I would love to see Contra remake.
Say anything Contra. I'm like, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah,
that would be awesome in first person. Maybe like the Doom mechanics, like how they made Doom really good. I think that would be crazy.
Yeah. So game announcements, man.
I'm a third person geek.
I like third. I'm coming around to third. Yeah. Ever since Anthem, I'm like, I think I like third person more. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, that was it for game announcements. All right.
Yeah, that's it for the game announcements.
All right, so we got the small type of limited edition Bang & Olufsen. Ooh, portable headphones for Xbox. I seen that. They look so pretty.
They're like $500, right?
Yeah, they're like $5.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, $4.99.
Yeah, bro.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
If you're a fan.
Hey, if they want to send a review unit, I'll do
Just
it.
reach out, man.
Y'all tweet this up, man. Tweet this out to Xbox.
Yeah.
For sure. Let me see where it is.
Oh man. What we got? Ratchet & Clank 2016 got the 4K 60 frame per second upgrade for the PS5.
These are the bangs. People wondering.
Yeah. And it looks similar to the Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They look like Xbox, man.
Without the boom mic.
Without dual mic, okay.
Without the boom mic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess you can hear footsteps.
Yeah. Oh man. Genshin Impact, we talked about that last time. It's getting a 4K upgrade for PS5. And then Elder Scrolls Online is also in the news again. 60 frames per second for June for Xbox and PS5.
It needs that.
That's interesting.
Please go for Stadia.
That's
30,
intriguing.
Yeah.
I would play that with 60.
Yeah.
I would play that with
intriguing.
60. I really want that on Stadia. Well, the Stadia version, I have it, but the Stadia version needs to be 60.
Yeah, they need to upgrade that. And then we got 20 indie games coming to Game Pass. If you're into indie titles, if something interests you, man, they got some games for you coming to Game Pass for free. So that's a good look.
Oh, Caliber said PS Plus got a great lineup, but Xbox Games with Gold is dumpster trash. What? Oh yeah. Okay, he don't say Game Pass. Yeah, Games with Gold is just.
Now, I keep forgetting to check my PlayStation, right? And I went on my PlayStation. So luckily, because the month is almost over, yo, did they really give away Final Fantasy VII Remake?
Yeah, they did.
I was like, whoa, am I seeing this for real? That's big.
Yeah, that was a big move. Yeah. Yep.
I'd have been so mad if I missed it and found out. Oh man.
Yeah. A lot of people are mad because they already brought it and they just like, now we could have got it.
That's why for me, I was like, I was on the edge of buying it, and I just never pulled the trigger. So for me, I was like, oh, word.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
I kind of like what these companies are doing, man. Like, give us some incentives. Like, make a game free every once in a while. Okay, make it a part of your subscription for a couple of weeks.
Let's be real, man. We gotta give credit to Microsoft. Microsoft kicking the dirt up. They making people. They making you pull your pants up and tighten your belt. Microsoft ain't playing. People keep listen. The thing is, I'm a gamer's gamer. I give yes, my favorite my platform of choice right now is Stadia because I could do everything kind of like simple and easy, whatever. But Game Pass, Microsoft ain't playing. And people love, I give Sony credit. They're like the most popular console. But listen, Linda, honey, listen. Game Pass, Xbox, what Microsoft is doing is not to be played with. Yeah. And they're making waves.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted you on here, man. Because you play a lot. So you're seeing it from a different lens.
I gotta keep it real, man. I gotta keep it real. Like people figure, oh, I thought you liked Stadia. You can't say that. Man, listen, man, there's nobody's owned me. I can say whatever, But
whatever.
My,
it's true. It's
my
so true,
platform
man.
of choice.
I like that, man.
We are consumers, man. I like that.
And yes, if you're if you like video games, you gotta keep it real. You know what makes video games worse is the fanboyism. You could be a fan. I always say this. Be a fan.
Yeah.
When you're a fanboy, like you ever see the people like, all right, let's be real, right? Your team ain't never win a Super Bowl, right? But your team's still the best ever. But you ain't never win a Super. Like, could you just be like, you know what, you got that? We're pretty good, but we ain't never win a Super Bowl. You'll argue that to death. Because if you did, you didn't. Just take
it happens all the time, man. Barbershop talk,
all the time. That's just people are fanboys.
I agree.
Yeah.
What's up, chat? Let me get caught up with the chat. Chariot, what's up? What's up? Dr. Bald, welcome. I never seen you before. Welcome. I'm assuming, sir. Welcome, doctor. We got is there a doctor in the house?
Only doctor I know is Spaceman.
I know, right? Spaceman, what up? I know you watching, man. You lurking. Dr. Ball, yes, sir. Cool.
Chariot, man. Microsoft is getting greedy, literally. Hey, man, they got to do what they got to do, man.
Man.
All these companies got to do what they got to do.
There's no greed, man. There's no greed in business.
No greed, man. We all benefit, man.
It's just I'm
playing Outriders free right now.
Can I be real on your show real quick?
Ooh, yes, sir.
Hey, Chariot, man. This is for Chariot. I'm saying it on the waypoint, all right? The waypoint, keep it real. Chariot, you gotta stop, man. Listen, I said it. It's a business. Hold on, hear me out. A business is made to make a profit, right? You didn't get in this to not make a profit. So notice, whenever they give something out, it's a power move, right? There's people, there's such thing called the puppets and the puppet masters, right? So imagine they do this acquisition where they buy $7 billion for Bethesda, right? Now they could keep it for themselves, but the puppet master might say, Sony got that game, you get that game, you get that game, because I'm gonna make money off y'all. Or the puppet master could say, we're gonna keep it for ourselves. You can't tell me if you was in that same position, you wouldn't do the same thing. All this, people ain't fair. Like, it's a business. They are out to make money. Like, they got to keep making money. And so these these moves are power moves, man. I can't hate on Microsoft. And I was a Sony guy. I can't hate on them. Guess what? I would have did the same thing. It's a power move.
Power move. I feel you, man.
Yeah, hey man, he shot them guns, man. Cowboy shot the shots, man, for real.
Listen, what Stone Cold said? Stone Cold said, if you ain't here to win that WWF title, then I don't even know what you're here for.
Yeah, it's true.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
what
true,
you here
man.
for, man?
I agree exactly with what you said, man. I've been saying that for a long time. Like, hey, like, you got to compete. Like, what's the point of being in this industry and you're not going to innovate and compete on a high level like that? You're just gonna sit back and take these beatings and take these whoopings. Like, I joke about Xbox like not selling a lot of consoles, and so they heard that. They're getting tired of that. They want to sell consoles, no matter if they got Game Pass or PC and all this stuff. They didn't put all that money in the R&D to not move consoles hardware, so they want to sell that, man.
Agreed, man.
But to be fair though, I think they're smart. So here's why I say they're smart, right? Think about it. Microsoft has the most powerful console. Microsoft has the most powerful next gen console, the cheapest next gen console, a subscription based model. You can still buy games, a cloud service. They got it all. So when people look at them, they're like, I know you're gonna say Sony, and guess what? I got 2 PlayStations. I got 1 Xbox. I got my cloud stuff, and I get it. Sony is popular, but Microsoft, man, if you mess around, they looking to really, because think about it. Yes, Sony is last gen outsold them, and they're outselling them now. Right. But that Game Pass is serious, and it's forcing companies like Stadia to close up shop. Be like, listen, we only got so much money. Right?
Yeah.
So what are we gonna spend our money on? Look what they're doing. We could wait 5 years and spend money, but look what happened to Luna. They came out with Crucible. That game was trash, right?
Trash.
So how much money did they lose? Right?
That's true.
So you shoot shots fired like, okay, Google, work on your games, but your games might suck.
It might.
And then you spend all that time and money. So they say, you know what? We only been doing it for so long. Let's jump out. And then let's start throwing money like a Resident Evil and all that to get the games that people complain you don't have anyway. But that's because Microsoft is shooting them fired. I'm just saying, man.
That's what's up. I agree, man. Well, let me go to Dr. Bald real quick. Y'all can ask questions too, man. It's interactive in here. Dr. Bald says, I wonder if they will ever have to pass something to prevent big corps from buying studios in order to prevent a monopoly in the future.
Maybe.
I
mean, look how long it took T-Mobile to buy Sprint. So maybe.
Wow, right?
It's a process. It's a process. If it gets too big, like Amazon, trying to buy some companies, the government will jump in.
Think about it. They told Sprint they had to let go of Boost Mobile. They had to let go of a lot of their MVMOs in order for the business to go through, because then it would be too much. So somebody may slap Microsoft and be like, hold on, bro. Now you can't be buying blah 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 XYZ.
Right. Because I heard that's why Google's not making moves, because of the antitrust stuff going on. I don't know if it's an excuse, but
they did. They went ahead and brought Google went ahead and brought Fitbit, and they was they had some back and forth with that, saying, hey, we wasn't done, and Google's like, hey, you guys are done. You guys didn't get back with us, so we're gonna go ahead and and seal this deal. So yeah,
man.
Business, man. If you don't like business, I don't know what to say. Listen, I always say it. My friends used to get mad at me. Why are you always representing the business? Well, so you can either be a consumer, and we all are consumers, but hear me out. Listen, I'm the guy where you're going to come and buy something for me. Like, so you could be on the other end of the register. That's all I'm saying. So I feel like I can't knock somebody I can't knock your hustle. If you're in the video game industry and you're trying to make moves, then you do what you can. It ain't for me to say you shouldn't buy up all the companies. Let the government say that.
Yeah,
that ain't my position.
I appreciate
yeah,
that
man.
as a consumer. I like to know that
Yeah.
they're fighting. Yeah, fighting for my dollar.
Fighting for my dollars,
Yeah,
man.
just like politicians
Yep.
need to take that mindset. Fight for the vote. Don't
Yeah.
just say you're gonna do this. Like, do something, you know. But
Yeah.
that's another
Yeah.
podcast.
For real.
Yeah, there.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah.
where we at right now? We got the main
We're on
topics.
the
No.
we're on the main topics now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Xbox, man, is putting the old games, some of the old games, to the cloud, while the same time PlayStation is shutting down some of their studios. What y'all think?
Well, to be fair, that was PlayStation Now's thing, right? PlayStation Now came out to say, hey, we're not backwards compatible,
Thank you,
but we have a
Dr.
thing
Ball.
called PlayStation Now, and you're able to get these older games, right? So they've been doing that since the PlayStation 4 came out, right? For how long?
Right.
So now other companies technically are catching up by, hey, now we're going to allow you to play some of these older games. It's not for me to, I'm not really the guy to go back to the older stuff. Once I kind of move. But some people scream they love retro and they love old school.
I do.
And then, but it shows that if you look at the numbers show that so many people are just keep moving forward. But it's still, I feel like it's still a platform for that. So I think, listen, my thing is this: if you give more, right, then there's more options. So why would I say don't do it, right? So
yeah, I agree. It's like a car, man. You want more options. You know, give me the massage. Like, most people probably don't use the massage, but you know, you want to tell your friends. You know, if you talk to rich guys, they're like, hey, you know, the Porsche got 600 horsepower. They're not doing over 80, man. Maybe 75 tops, but they just want to know that they can do it.
I got this folding phone.
Oh, you got the fold? Okay.
Yeah,
one or two.
No, this is the first one, right?
Okay.
I didn't want to get the second one because I feel like I would wait 2 years to at least get a better advancement.
Yeah.
Like, don't give me the same thing I just got last year, right? But my point is, I use this for a lot, but you know how much stuff this could do that I don't use? But that's it. But it got all the bells and whistles.
Yeah.
I don't even use half of them. But guess what? If I wanted to, I could.
You could.
Maybe
I gotta
I
see
will
Stadia
one day.
on that, man.
Yeah.
Must be butter.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. It's like having a library. I think Ray said this on the other podcast, the Cloud Session TV. I think it was Ray who said it, or maybe Dr. Sayson. But he says like having a library. Like, you know, you can just go into the cloud and that game is going to be there whenever you want to say, yeah, I remember that game. I remember Streets of Rage too, you know, and I can play that right now. And then you just hang it up, you know, and move on.
Yo, maybe
And can I say something real quick to JD's point? This is real important. So I had Game Pass before, right? And my boy was like, yo, you got to get this game. Let's play that game. Now, mind you, like JD said, it's a library of games you can pull from. Here's the issue when I had Game Pass. I got to delete something and download something. That will stop you. That'll be the difference from you trying a bunch of games. But in the cloud, on Stadia, I played every game that came out on Plus or Pro, right? Because guess what? I just press play and that's it. But if you told me, well, you got to download and delete and reinstall, I would have been like, all right, I would have missed out on some games. But JD point is spot on. Give me an infinite amount of games, and guess what? They can be old as whatever. But in the cloud, it ain't nothing but for me to press play and go, press play and go, press play and go. So that's real.
I agree, man. I mean, I didn't even tell y'all the games I was playing this week. I was playing Onimusha Warlords. I streamed that. That came out in 01, but they got the HD edition. I think maybe I'm getting old, man, but I love these older games. You know, Okami, I'm going to do a play, like, you know, just a stream of that. It's just, that came out in 06. I love those older games. I'm like, I think they're better than some games now. People were commenting like, yo, what is this? This looks pretty cool. So, yeah, but it should be in the cloud because I'm taking up storage right now. I'm just like, and the other point with Microsoft doing that, it kind of sets a precedent. So if Sony comes out with stuff, it's better for all of us, man. The state is already there in the cloud, but it sets a precedent where it's like, you can't just make these games. People invest, and that's a huge thing with Stadia. The investment, ever since the SG&E shut down, I get they're pivoting, but me as a consumer, I'm like, you know what, where am I going to spend that next dollar? That multiplayer game. It's you know, we're just being real here. I'm thinking, when it comes to multiplayer, I don't care if I bought like one game and I played and I'm done. I don't really care about the future of that. But like a multiplayer game, I'm thinking like, man, I got 1,000 hours. Stadia got to show me that they're in it for the long run. So these moves are kind of making me be like, oh, okay, Microsoft's, they're here. They're like, oh, they're number two. They don't care. Like they're pushing. I like that. I do like that.
And this is why competition and innovation is really good for gamers as a whole. So, so when we talk about backwards compatibility, PlayStation 2 was the first one to do it with PlayStation 1. And then PlayStation 3 did it with PlayStation 1 and 2. But PlayStation messed up with the whole cell processor, right? Yeah. So now Xbox was doing the same thing, backwards compatibility, 360. They was starting the same trend that PlayStation did. PlayStation stops because they messed up. Xbox continues, and now Xbox has the upper hand. But now Sony has to respond. So this is where the whole competition, where one company fails, another company can pick up the ball and make it better for everybody involved.
Right.
Yep.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean,
good point, JD.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Stadia fan, but listen, if they don't get their act together, and I'm not gonna be so like I did a thing with Duncan, and listen, I called it keep it real, right? Tell it like it is. And I said, listen, at the end of the day, if Stadia died today, I guess I'll go buy an Xbox or a play. I mean, the game's gonna live on, right? So if you ain't keeping up with your consumers to give us a reason to play, and I feel like we can't just also, to be fair, I said what bothers me is the people that just buy everything on Stadia. How you got every game? You don't even like every game. Make them get the games that you want.
You'll never play it. You'll never play it.
I hear so many people, they get excited. Yo, don't get excited because Stadia got the game. If it was on PlayStation, Xbox, you would be like, I ain't getting that trash. But because it's coming to Stadia, like, no, the company got to survive. That company got to survive because it's giving you what you want. You don't just spend money to help the company survive, because then the company, like, people always say, oh, Stadia numbers are low, so we need crossplay. They got to get their numbers up, because crossplay ain't helping people come over. That means crossplay means people are just staying where they at. And the few people got more people to play with, which is good.
We got to hit the crossplay thing. Hold on. I did a video about that. Hold up. I did a video about the crossplay thing. And I was like, is it really helping Stadia? You're making my point. I was like, you know what? People are just staying, and everybody's
I'm
like,
a Stadia guy.
I'm buying Outriders here. I'm buying Outriders there. I'm buying, and it's like, this is even before Microsoft dropped the Game Pass bomb. So you got to do more. Yeah, I agree, man. I like that you're seeing it. When you play a lot of systems, you see it from a different lens.
Yeah, you do.
This is eye-opening stuff for folks, man. I think that we need to, like Anthony was saying, take off the fanboy hat and be realistic. Okay, you want the best experience as a gamer. What allegiance do you have to these companies? They don't know you. Okay, they don't owe you a thing, right? Whichever one is treating you better, go there. I don't think it behooves you as a consumer to make a good choice. We don't want to throw money away, but don't just like, oh yeah, this game is great. This little side-scrolling piece of garbage that you're right. You would never pick up on another system.
Never.
You wouldn't even look twice at it. But because it's on Stadia, wow, you can play it on your phone. Whoop-de-doo. I mean, come on. Let's be real here, okay? We need heavy hitters, exclusives, heavy hitters on Stadia, man.
Up,
that is
it.
Now,
hold on, real quick before that point. Let's all wish the gaming advocate Chase happy birthday today.
Happy birthday, man.
Yeah, happy birthday, y'all. There's a good dude right here. All right, Anthony.
Definitely. No, what I was gonna say is, so I don't take lightly though the play on your phone thing. I won't say whoop-de-doo just because the majority of video game market, the largest part of video games market is on the cell phone. It's phone games. It's bigger than consoles. So I don't care if it's Microsoft. I don't care if it's Nintendo. I don't care if it's Sony, Stadia, whoever's smart enough to be able to get that piece of the pie. That's gonna be good for them. Now, what I will say is this: is the thing with the games, right? These are massive companies. We can't be small-minded enough to think they ain't partnering with each other. The craziest thing that blew my mind, right? I used to be a phone guy, right? So I spent $2,000 on this phone. I used to be like, oh, I got Samsung and you got Apple. You know what happened one day? I found out that Samsung made the displays for the iPhone. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Guess what?
They're playing us.
Arguing with each other. Yo, Rick Phone, you got an iPhone. Yo, you got this. And they're like, bad, you just helped us with that screen. Man, if we don't stop getting this fanboyism stuff, these companies know what's going on with each other.
They do.
You know?
Exactly. They was even supplying the chips before Apple started making their own processor.
Yeah. Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Yep.
So if we got to challenge the companies to give us what we want, and buying everything ain't doing it because they think they safe. And they feel like, oh, well, we're making that money. Nah, man.
I agree.
Challenge them.
Yeah.
I ain't buying that. That wasn't my type of game. I said it the other day. I said, I'm the guy that usually buy like maybe 5 games a year. These people buying 18 games, you ain't never do that on the other system. Come on. Stop.
Yeah, I think you wanted to succeed. I fell into that, not the buying part. I was playing because it fit my use case. You know, I wasn't using a lot of extra income. I was like, this is great. It saved me a lot of money. I bought equipment. It worked out. Stadia was great for me. But yeah, I fell into it where I'm covering stuff and I'm like, after the year, I was like, you know what? The platform works. I don't need to play every game on there to say the platform works. It's time to like find a niche where, hey, this game is here and I want to just showcase it, whether it be on Stadia or somewhere else. But you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm happier in a way where I'm covering things that I like instead of like, hey, this came out. Like, it's good to cover it, like, but you got to be upfront. Like, hey, man, like I like what you're doing with the rating. Hey, let's just see how it works. I think that's how you cover it. Right. And it's very neutral and it's informative.
Yeah. It's fair. This is my thing. Play what you love on what platform you like.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it, then that's it. You know, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, cool. Where we at with the
Has Phil Spencer turned Xbox around in his 7 years?
Ooh. That's a good question.
That was an opinion piece article by GameSpot.
That's a good question.
Not yet. I think he's
Chat, what you think?
He's headed in the right direction. He's headed in the right direction, I believe. But when you have Sony really having a more popular console, until that flips, you can't really say they've achieved their goal. It's almost like they're in the NBA Finals, right? They got to win. That's out of 7. They got to win. When they win, you can say, okay, you know, mission accomplished, right? But it's definitely trending up.
So you're saying they got to win the console? They got to win a gen like this generation?
Yeah, because they're looked at as number 2. I mean, let's let's not be crazy. They're number 2.
Here's what's sad, right? So I was formerly a PlayStation guy. I said it in the last gen. I said PlayStation's going to start off winning. Why? Because video games is a popularity contest. So he who was more popular before is just going to automatically stay popular, right? So you just like, why would I all of a sudden love the PlayStation 4 and just say, I want an Xbox, right? You got to do enough to pull me, but video game players are toxic, bro. Like it's fanboyism. So they're so, the PlayStation's so popular, Xbox gonna have to do so much to get, like, think about it. You got people like, Game Pass is trash. Like, what? That don't even make sense. There's so much value in Game Pass. It makes sense for you to literally be like, it's trash. But as a gamer, right? Like I even remember when Stadia, it was like, my friend was like, oh, I was like, you don't think not having to download a game is a good thing? You're a gamer, right? It was like, I just set it and wait for it. I'm like, bro, that's what I'm talking about. You could be like, that might be cool for you, but I don't want it. And that's fine. But don't be like, so what I'm saying is, it's going to be hard for Microsoft to jump because you have to, again, we're talking about sales, right? That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, we're talking about sales.
We're judging the console wars based off of who sold the most and last gen and this gen so far PlayStation is. But it's like not even fair to this point because it's a popularity contest and it's fanboyism. So you got to do so much to get me to not play especially if I just spend $500.
Right.
I just spent $500. Why am I buying an Xbox? Why am I getting Game Pass? So it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
I think another reason why it's hard for Xbox to win a sales point of view is because Japan. You know, if we're talking about America, okay, yeah,
That's true too.
Xbox gonna go through the roof in America. But when we go overseas, Japan, you talking about Sony, Nintendo, talking about Korea, you talking about like all these different markets. Europe, PlayStation is big in Europe. Like Xbox has to take over that, and I don't know what strategy they have to compete on that level just yet to take, you know, a win in sales.
Oh, okay.
But hear me out though. Are we really, like, I feel like, again, like I said, there's a puppet and there's a puppet master. Me personally, okay, fine, you might have sold more, but guess what? If I bought all these studios and you got those games on your platform and your people are playing like I'm saying, you might have sold more consoles than me, but you putting money in my pocket. So who's really the king? I'm just saying.
They got
that's
a great
another way to look
strategy,
at
man. They're gonna hold them. They're gonna really hold them in a tough position in a while. If y'all know wrestling, like your wrist lock, even though you know they're staging it in a way, but if you do a real wrist lock, you can break a guy's wrist like this.
Yes, sir.
Any of you guys know, like, professional wrestling, it's a dangerous move. That simple move, very dangerous. So Xbox kind of has them in the placement. Give it 5-10 years. And you're looking at the next, like these Bethesda games. What's the next one gonna be? When it starts being exclusive, you know, it's gonna really swing a lot of people. What's the percent? It's gonna swing 8%, 5-10. Maybe that's good enough, man.
I mean, because earlier one of you guys said Outriders. Everybody talking about Outriders. That's on Game Pass. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yo.
That's the hook, man. That's the hook. It's like, when you have a vehicle, right, like a Game Pass or PS Plus, when you have that, right, you can leverage that really to gain a lot of people, because if you can get an exclusive, put it on Game Pass, it's critically acclaimed, it's getting good reviews. All of a sudden, it's like, man, I really need to get an Xbox, as opposed to well, we'll see what happens. But when you put it out there, man, and to have all of these avenues where you can play on your PC, you can play on your browser, you can play on a console. I mean, you can play on your phone. It's a gamer's dream, man. I think these companies are vying, are jockeying for position, and it's not going to stop anytime soon.
They just getting started.
Well, just getting started. Let me shout out Maker of Chaos, my 300th subscriber, man, last night. Thank you, brother. You came through.
Okay. All right.
He thinks Xbox is planning to buy a Japanese studio. Hey, I agree with that. They are not stupid. Back to Phil Spencer. He's no idiot, man. I think he knows. He said that in a recent interview as well. He said Japan is really big in their eyes.
Yeah, he went out to Japan and he had to go and talk to them. To bring what we got. Yakuza is on Xbox now, like Phantasy Star Online, like these JRPGs that are really big in Japan, like Xbox beats that when it comes to sale. I'm going to put my predictions down. On American sales, I think PlayStation is going to win. I think Xbox is going to move up to second place, and Nintendo is going to drop down to third in America at the end of this generation of gaming.
Okay, what y'all think? What Caliber Killer throwing shots, man? He said Microsoft putting out more controllers than games. We keep it real here. We put everything up on the chat, man.
Hey, that's cool.
I mean, hey, marketing works, man. Marketing works. Yeah. Brand marketing, it works.
Listen, so I want to just rebuttal. So I get if Microsoft is doing so much, right? But if we clearly said more PlayStation was sold, Microsoft is just going to have to keep that train. Because, for instance, right, Outriders came out. Well, you just spent $500 on a PlayStation, so you're not just going to get Game Pass for that one to be in that ecosystem, right? That would make no sense. But if they continue that train, and you're like, man, like I remember when Gears of War 5 came out when I had Game Pass, and they got it like 5 days early on Game Pass included. I was like, who doing that? So what I'm saying is they got to do enough of that type of stuff. Again, that's not going to cost them. Because remember, it ain't, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, that's why people say like, oh, all the Bethesda's things might be exclusive. Well, that was $7 billion. So you got to still recruit that, you know? So it's an interesting thing where we going, man. It's an interesting thing.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be close for real. I think it's going to be close, and that's why I said for me, they'll probably move up to number 2. I think it's going to be, we're going to see like this back and forth, like Xbox throwing shots, Sony's about to throw shots. It's going to be this back and forth like throughout this generation, man. And as far as cloud gaming is,
who knows?
Yeah, who knows, man.
Right now, Stadia obviously is the name when you think of cloud gaming. But I think listen, Xbox giving so much freebies, don't let the day happen where Xbox is I'll just say 1080p, right? We ain't even gonna go crazy, right? Because that's coming soon. But 1080p on multiple platforms. And here's the kicker, because this is why I give Stadia credit, right? I always say this: you're not beating Stadia until you let me purchase games on the cloud service. Yeah. Now, the day you do that, here's the problem though. The day Sony does it, the day Xbox does it, now you become your own competition. Because why would I spend $500 for a PlayStation when I could just pay $9.99 or $15.99 or whatever for a subscription and get that same quality game? But Xbox might be the one to do that though.
They got the balls to do it. Out of all of them,
they might say, well, if PlayStation's selling more consoles anyway, you know what? Then don't spend $500 on a PlayStation, right? Spend $14.99 and just buy the game, because that's what Stadia. That's what I say Stadia is doing. That's giving them credit. If you mention Luna, then my thing is, well, Anthony, what's your favorite game? I like Marvel Avengers. Can I buy that on Luna? No, you gotta pay for a subscription and get the games they have.
They're super casual. They are ultra casual. So I mean, that's good.
I still didn't even get my code yet.
The code,
man.
They should be.
What are they waiting on?
They got to give that out. Codes. Talk about. They sent me that months ago. I played it a few times. It wasn't my cup of tea. It Stadia just blows it out the water, and I was like, channels. I'm good. I want to own. So I want to at least have my games.
So does Xbox have one more console like in the works?
I don't think so.
I thought it was like one more that they had.
In 10 years, maybe.
I thought they had like
PlayStation file a patent for
Pro.
Yeah.
PlayStation's greedy. They're greedy.
Yeah, I just, like you said, Anthony, like this would be interesting to see if Xbox is going to stop R&D with their hardware just to say, hey, we want to win on the service and subscription side.
Listen, man, if I was them, so you know what Google is starting to do that's smart? If I was Google, every damn commercial I make is going to say no installs, no downloads, right? This is what Microsoft need to do. They need to be like, you could get the game on Xcloud, or the day they decide to let you buy a game on Xcloud. Why spend $400 or $500? But again, they're gonna become their own competition. The day they do it, they're gonna become their own competition.
It's a fine line,
that's the problem.
Yeah,
so maybe 3-4 years from now, where they really not selling as much consoles, then that's when you do it. But what you were gonna say to my rebuttal about the no installs, no download? Because I know you was about to say something.
Oh no!
I think Rick Stone was about to say something, right?
Oh no! I agree with that. What are you talking about?
I
agree.
I think it's, I don't think consoles are going anywhere just because now companies might make less of them because they're not really making that much money off of them. To tell you the truth, it's just really. I mean, the return on investment is
like $20
lower compared to all the other products. So eventually it'll lead to that, but as long as there's a pretty high demand, it's hard because people are so conditioned. It's like everybody's gonna get that new iPhone. It could be a smallest upgrade, right? Just a different camera, a different shit. You're so conditioned into the next console. Yeah. Who's gonna be bold enough to break that? Is it gonna be, Xbox? Your PlayStation is going to say, listen, we're not doing any more physical consoles anymore. But one of those guys is going to do it.
Yeah. But to be fair, though, I look at it differently.
They did make their money back with Bethesda real quick. Yeah.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they made it back already.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sick. But to be fair, I think you're looking at it differently. I think you're looking at. So here's the thing: a cell phone, a phone, right, is something that you need on a damn near daily basis, right? You need a device, right? We don't have technology to just get a call anywhere. But
Not
a
the, but you
video
can get
game,
any phone though. You can get any phone that's gonna do the job.
no, but
It's
hear
like
me
you
out.
don't
I
need
feel
a
like
console.
no, but I feel like we need to compare like Netflix. We need to compare watching movies to playing video games. That's where the comparison is, because eventually it's going to get to the point where who's still buying a DVD player? How many people are buying a Blu-ray player? That's what it's going to get to. The cell phone, I think, is a different thing, because you like cell phone is okay. Media like movies and video games is what we do in our spare time. But your kid needs to call you, right? So you can't just put that in the same category, because that's a necessity. Video games and movies aren't. So I feel like there's going to come a day in time. I mean, Luna, even Xcloud, Stadia, they're trying to say, hey, don't put a box underneath your TV anymore, because you could just get it on whatever, right? And eventually,
I think my comparison was more of, you know, when you're looking at, do you need an iPhone? Of course not, right? You need the next. You need like, oh yeah, next generation. Yeah, it's better. But listen, I have an Xbox Series X, and it works fine. Okay, you know, or One X. Sorry, the older generation. It works fine. Okay, it plays the game. Do I need to upgrade? Absolutely not. Right? That's my whole point. Is that people are so conditioned. It's like, I have to get it. It's sort of that impulse that people are just so used to it being a new console. It's like when people found out that Destiny 3 wasn't coming out, they were like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Not knowing that what you have is sufficient enough. So I mean, you're right in some respect. Now listen, eventually it's gonna fade. But I don't know which one of those companies is gonna be bold enough to do that.
Right.
Yeah, that's a long reach one. All right. So we're gonna table that one, but that one we're gonna keep receipts. We'll look back and be like, who was right?
Because to your point, I can't tell you how many of my friends who bought the PlayStation. My nephew, he brought over his PlayStation 5, right? And he's over here playing PlayStation. He's still playing Warzone. He's playing I was like, dude, you're playing nothing but PlayStation 4 games. Nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, cool. So we're gonna talk about Outriders. What's up? What's up? So, I thought I was in preview mode. Okay. I was like fixing stuff. So, how was that, man? Y'all playing? I know y'all watch the live stream, man. Like, share, subscribe. Me and JD were playing day one. What do you guys think about Outriders so far?
So,
go ahead, JD.
Dre, let me get your thoughts. I want to get your thoughts first. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I've only had. I mean, I'll preface it. I've only had about 2.5, 3 hours playing with it, but it's an incredible experience. And I'm not saying it's the best looking game, but man, is it fun. Okay. I think that's one of the things that we've lost when it comes to evaluating the game. Oh, what's up with the end game, man? What's up with the progression?
Pixels.
All important, but man, is it fun. Okay? It's so much fun. I have a blue weapon, and it shoots lightning bolts out of it.
Blue.
I mean,
I got
for
that
some
one.
of the games, you have to do a long quest for that. Look, I have my abilities. I literally can summon a Gatling gun. Right?
Yeah.
And a rocket launcher. And it's fun. You're blowing up stuff. You're having a good time. I mean, it's a fun experience. You know, it is linear. You know, it's not like it's open world. But man, is it fun. I can't wait to get, some of the exotics and get some of the armor. To me, it's a fantastic experience. Don't call it game of the year. Don't call it Destiny Killer. Or, so you can go back to your Division 2 and hide behind a box, and, get killed in trials and beat out the trials. But I'm going to have fun. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'm going to get off this and I'm going to have fun.
Yeah. We're scheduled to play after this. What game have we played after the podcast? it hasn't been there, you know, that one kind of game real quick. Yeah. Let me give my thoughts real quick, since I streamed it. So I played it day one. Yeah. So I'll preface it. I didn't have any bugs. I mean, we had a few bugs, nothing game breaking. So and I see some stuff going on in the Discord. I gotta check some Stadia issues, but we'll go to versions after we say how we played it. But for me, I love it. It's something to do. It's something to grind. I feel powerful. I was dying, I think, at level 8 or something, and I died a few times, and I leveled up, level 9, 10. The time that I put into the game, it respects my time, and that's one thing when it comes to looter shooters. Don't let me do 1,000 hours and the little bunny rabbit is just killing me. Like, no, I need to walk through. They need to think I'm death. They need to run. You know what I'm saying? I am the devastator. At lower tiers, I'm unkillable. And I feel like, oh, they respect my time because I work in the week. I do content. You know, I'm not even like end gamer now. I'm just barely, I think I'm level 11. There's other stuff I do. So, but when I play, you know, I respect it. It's kind of like that Stadia thing. It respects your time. No downloads. Right. You jump in. It's that same premise. And their whole game design is respecting your time. It's really cool, man. I'm really loving it. You know, there's time for bills, but at the end of the day, it's fun. It's a fun game, and I'll be playing it probably 90% of the time. It's that type of thing, man. I did that with Destiny for a while, but Destiny lost it as soon as Eververse came. But that's a whole nother thing, you know. Everything's in the game, nothing to buy. It's all there, and I respect that old school game mentality. It's $60 or Game Pass, you know, and it's right there. All right, what you think, JD?
Yeah, man, I'm really loving it. And to you guys' point, yeah, just have fun and enjoy the game, man. Like you said, like a lot of people trying to compare it to all these different games and stuff, and it's just like, well, Anthem didn't have PvP. You know what I'm saying? Like, just enjoy the story. They never announced that they was going to have PvP. They always said it was going to be PvE, and it was a story game. So just enjoy the game, have fun. I don't know why people are trying to like take it down or not, you know, to compare. Look, cross. Hey, been in the free demos, but yeah, man, yeah, I really love it. I'm playing with the Trickster right now. I was trying to play Stadia earlier, had issues, but I was playing with PS5, and it's dope, man.
Yeah, I forgot to say where we're playing it. I'm playing it on Series X. JD's PS5 and Stadia. Dre, what are you playing on?
PC, of course.
PC. I know there was a bug with PC connecting to console, but we'll figure it out tonight. They're working hard playing it, trying to fix it and all that. Yeah. So we'll see.
You got good launch. I mean, some bugs, but by and large, I mean, just for example, Destiny. I mean, we've had some horrific,
like 24-hour
expansions,
24-hour bugs.
Yeah, you couldn't play the game.
This is not too bad in hindsight.
So to be fully cross-play all these platforms, even on on Steam, Epic. I mean, it's, to me, what they've pulled off is incredible.
Yeah, I agree. Collins is playing right now. Yeah. Collins' stream looked pretty good. I was in there. I was watching it. Yeah, so Stadia, I'm not sure what's going on, but what do you guys think with the Stadia version? Oh no, what you saying, Anthony? Sorry, my fault, Anthony. What you saying?
Oh no, because you guys went around. So although I played the demo on the PlayStation 4, but what I'll say is that what's cool is well, first of all, I want to say congratulate you guys for being well-rounded, right? There's no fanboyism. You guys got, I'm sure you have your preference, but I just heard a PlayStation 5, a Xbox, a PC. That's pretty cool. You throw me in there, we got a little Stadia. But no, and JD. But what's cool is what I'm hearing what you guys are saying. I was been saying this because I was a diehard Destiny guy. I played Destiny for 5.5 years straight. And then I got into Anthem. And what I realized is that Destiny was getting more into the nickel and dime. And what I mean is it's more about this item you got than what you said, Rick, is real important. Fun, right? I remember playing a strike and you play this boss and you play for like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. You beat the boss and you like, that was epic. Then it got to the point where you beat the boss and somebody's like, I ain't get that weapon. That was trash. Like, what? That was fun. Yeah, so it sounds like Outriders is trying to say, hey, let's just make a fun game. And we'll see what DLC down the road, but let's just put together a fun game, let you guys enjoy yourself. And I hope that's what it is. Y'all almost selling me and make me want to just buy it right now, man.
Yeah, man. I wish.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah.
should. Yeah, it's really cool, man. I don't think you would be wasting your money. I'll be playing it a ton. You're gonna always find people. I think it's gonna be cool,
Yeah.
man. What do you think
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
Stadia version? There's an article or some guy. Is he legit? I think you put it up, JD, where they're saying it's 4K 30. I'm not a pixel
Twitter,
counter,
yeah.
but I'm
He's
just,
legit.
you know. What
Penguin,
y'all think?
yeah.
Is that a big deal that it's 4K 30?
I think we should all know that Stadia is not going to have like the fidelity of the next gen systems or even your gaming PC. So the sooner we accept that fact,
You
Don't
took
say
out
that,
that
Jay.
band-aid, man. You took out
Yeah,
that
yeah.
band-aid too quick, man.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this. Is it Stadia or is it the developers? That's the question.
It's the
The
developer.
developers have to make that game to be
Yeah.
able to be on that, right? So here's the thing: does the developer say, "Hey, let's take some of our team away so we could port the game to the redheaded stepchild"? Because that's pretty much what
Yeah.
Stadia is right now. So the question is, can Stadia handle it? Because do Stadia have other games that's
They do
4K 60?
60, yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so that's I just want to throw that out there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they do, but I was kind of talking about, so like, I played it on PlayStation 5 and I played it on Stadia.
Yes. Give us your
And so my comparison as far as graphics is just that it looks cleaner and better on the PS5. Not to say that the Stadia version doesn't look
Right.
nice. It does. It just looks a little muddier or whatever. But they both look great. It looks great. So
Yeah.
that's what I was saying with Stadia. Just know that it's not going to be like the fidelity of it's not going to really match the console. Like even if
Right.
they do 4K 60, even if they have Gen 2 Blaze or whatever, you're still going to, depending on your internet speeds, depending
Right.
on the developers making the game, you know, you're going to lose some of that sometimes.
Yeah. And to be fair, as it should. So right now, the consoles are supposed to be a little more. Well, I guess if you do teraflops, technically, Stadia have more teraflops than the PlayStation. But however they're using it, the consoles are supposed to be mainline and mainstreaming that graphics, you know, what it looks like. So to be fair, listen, the day when Stadia start looking better than the next gen console, then we might have a problem. So to be fair, you know,
Right.
so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys aren't pixel counters.
No, I'm not a pixel counter.
Okay.
no, not me.
Yeah, I don't really count pixels either. It's more of, you know what I think about is the menus. That's the only thing I don't really like with Stadia on the CCU. I like the menus. I just wish the menus were faster.
It's real bad.
Yeah, like
it's
on
real
the
bad.
browser. It's on the browser. It's fast. Like if your computer's fast, like the menus is cool. I'm like, oh, because I'm a couch player. You know, I like just kicking back and I'm playing a couple hours. That's my use case. Some people use a phone. I'm not really a phone guy, so I kind of lean to that couch experience, and I wanted that CCU. I don't even mind if they sell a little box or something that has more gigs in it or something, but that's really it. To be honest, you might be like, whoa, you got a Series X, but that's a consumer. I'll spend the $500 for that performance.
Listen, they you know, they sell a Chromecast Ultra, so maybe they need to just have a more, Sabrina, or they need to have something.
Yeah. I have that.
Maybe
I have that new Google TV. So I would love if they upgraded it. Just even instead of that, I think it's like 30 FPS when you're in there. It just seems so sluggish. I just want that to be a little faster. And man, but other than that, it's fine for me. But it's just that I like that couch experience.
I had a question asked. I had a question asked to me, and I was in one of the Discord servers, and they were saying, "Hey, so which one are you going to main, PlayStation 5 or Stadia?" This is the first game that made me really question where I was going to main it. I'm not really sold, because Stadia, you have Stream Connect, you got that feature. Like I want to see how that works with Stadia. You know what I mean? The Stadia community is there. You know, I got everybody there, right? I got a lot of people to play with, even though it's crossplay, and then I could play it anywhere. But with the PlayStation 5, I'm loving the controller, how it feels. I'm loving that home theater experience. Like, so this game is really making me think about, man, this is where feature sets can come and to your advantage when you're lacking in something.
Right. Yeah, kudos to Stadia for doing like Stream Connect, things like that, because I thought about it too, and I'm like, man, because I think I'm in April I'm going to New Jersey and New York, and I'm like, man, I can't really bring the Series X. I'm gonna miss a couple days grinding. It is huge, right? You know, that's why I like the panel. We're just being real, but it's huge because I'm like, man, I can't bring that Series X. There's no way. My son was just destroyed in the hotel room.
Yeah.
But
I remember what made this important for me was we went to Myrtle Beach. We do a vacation every year, take the kids, right? And my wife was like, no, you can't bring your PlayStation. I'm like, yo, man. And so I remember when the Vita was out, right? I was diehard into Destiny. And, you know, you want to play a strike, you got to do your dailies. And the job I worked at the time, I had so much free time. If I had a video game system in there, I could have played, right? So my boy was like, oh, get the Vita. You could do a thing called remote play. I was like, bet. It was so terrible. And I was always like, man, the day and age when you could just take your games on something smaller and it plays smooth, that's going to be it. And that's what Stadia does for me. So when I go somewhere, like we went on our one trip, man, I had my phone and again, not everybody got a 7.3-inch screen, but either way, like my wife was playing Crata the other night on her phone and she got the Galaxy, whatever. So I feel like to be able to say, hey, I'm on a TV, or I could be on a laptop, or I could be on whatever. I mean, it's cool. Like, for instance, right? There's times where I used to play with my boys on my PlayStation. And when the kids get loud, right? I'm like, oh man, I got to turn, because I got 2 PlayStation, but I got to shut it off, right? If I'm streaming or whatever, or playing, and then I got to come walk in, right? With Stadia, just like, hold on real quick, pause it, get up, walk in there, continue. So it's stuff like that that is kind of cool, you know.
It's a powerful feature. I do give it that. Yeah. I wish if it was cross progression, I say if Stadia wants that even more recognition, do something where they work with the people who can fly, Square Enix, make it that at least you could bring your character over to Stadia. Right. Trust me, I would buy that copy right now. Because
you mean like Destiny?
Yeah, like Destiny.
Yeah,
Xcloud
like Destiny
is not there. Like, I'm not even, Xcloud is just not at that point where that's a feature I'm even thinking of right now. You know, they're doing their work, but trust me, it's Stadia all the way when it comes to mobile.
Right.
But how does it work on the iPhone? I was trying Stadia the other day on the iPhone. Maybe I didn't do some. I gotta ask Dre because it wasn't working that well on the iPhone. But you said it works great on the iPhone.
Yeah. Did you do it on the Safari?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. You got to go to the
It wasn't full screen though. I still saw the
full screen for me.
Okay.
Check your settings, man.
I'm gonna check something. I'm gonna see.
It was it was shocking. It was very surprising.
It's not Stadia's fault.
It's kind of what keeps me connected to Stadia. I love the community, obviously, you know, and certainly I think Stadia has the best community that I've ever experienced. I think hands down.
It's something I never experienced in my life, man.
Xbox, man. PS4, no, but I love the community. I've met so many people over the last year and gotten to know so many people. It's been ridiculous, man. So that's another thing they have to leverage.
Yeah.
They gotta leverage
the
that.
community. Yeah.
True.
Definitely gotta be in touch with the community.
Yeah. Because that's the difference though. Like I had so I was so big into Marvel Avengers. A month before the game came out, I created the Stadia Avengers channel, everything. I had so many people jumping on, right? So when people are like, "Oh, you know, you don't have nobody to play with," well, dummy, it's only a 4-player game. You don't got 3 people to play with, because I got a lot more than 3 people to play with. So I feel like, you know, if for any game that's out, there's a community out there. If you just go on Facebook and type in, I don't know, Outriders or what, there's a page where
our Discord is popping. You know. Yeah. Wait, what's Stadia Vet talking about? There's Stadia Source news?
Oh, funny guy. He says, so what are you guys' thoughts on the whole Stadia Source news?
So, I'll let Anthony go if you want to.
You want me to talk about it? It might be because Y'all trying to listen, bro.
I'm not sure. I don't know what it was.
Don't ask me, man, because I'm the cowboy. You don't shut me up. You talking about this news? You talking about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this news about?
That?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that is no more. As of today,
Wait.
5 o'clock, around 6 o'clock today, Stadia Source changed into Gaming Source Network. So GSN, they became something new. They're gonna start doing GeForce Now. And hey man, can we be serious right now?
My fault. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so here's the thing. And I said this behind the scenes, I say it in front of anybody's face. That's just me. I gotta be me, right? Like me or whatever. Like I said, my highest viewed videos is a treadmill, bro. You ain't gonna run me out of the community because I've been doing this for a while. So that's why I'm never like, well, you can't say certain things. They're gonna stop watching, bro. I've been doing my channel 10 years old. So who you ain't scaring me. But I think the thing is, I think what Vet is trying to say, they got some backlash a little bit. And I said this even before the news came out, because obviously I'm part of Stadia Source, so I knew this for a while, but I couldn't say anything. When Stadia announced that the game and entertainment was leaving, that messed some people up, right? Because if you're gonna make your own games and say we're not doing it no more, like me, I was like, I'm one of those people where I can't miss what I never had. I never played a Stadia cloud native game, so I don't care. But some people are like, whoa, if you put so much money into it and you got rid of it, then how can we trust you? Now, a bunch of channels, I mean, I'll name drop, a bunch of channels was changing their names. Oh my God, I don't want to be called Stadia no more because if Stadias go out of business, I'm screwed. So Stadia Source was staying strong. We Stadia Source.
Yeah.
Well, as of today, that hat just went on the ground. There's no longer Stadia Source. So some people are like, are they really trying to do more gaming, or are they jumping ship to save themselves? That I can't say, but it's for you to decide. Oh, I know this. The Stadia Source, listen, the Stadia Bash Community Network is 100% Stadia committed.
Wait, so you hold on though. You told me it was the Gaming Bash Network now.
Huh?
You told me it was turning into the Gaming Bash Network.
The Gaming Bash Network.
Yeah, you said you were changing the name.
I did?
Nah, so I'm just playing.
April Fools, man. I say that.
I was just playing. He never said that. It's Stadia Bash.
Bro, here's the thing.
We're going nuts over here, man. That news just hit me, man. It hit me live. I didn't know that.
I don't knock what anybody want to do. But hey, he brought it up, man. So I said, listen, don't ask me when I go on Rick and them thing. Don't ask me, bro, because you can't shut up the cowboy.
You fit right in, man. That's how we do it. We keep it real.
Listen,
see, they were lurking. Now they talking. Let's go.
Listen, kudos for them if it works, and if it doesn't, you got to try what you try. This is what my advice is. Be you, right? Because this is what's going to happen. If Stadia does go out of business and you keep true to yourself, the people are going to respect you. Take your time, rebrand. They're going to respect you for it. But if you jump off because you think they're dying, then you can't get mad if you get the backlash. Maybe you won't. Maybe people will be cool. But if you do get some backlash, that's because people feel like you're only doing it because of that announcement. And that's the thing. Right.
Wow.
So,
wow.
So that's
it's not a bad thing, man. I think that the writing is on the wall, and I mean, unless it's like an established product, it's kind of prudent for you to maybe be a little bit general. I mean, a lot of people are going like, a variety. That's really the rave right now. A lot of these content creators, they're doing a lot of other games. Some of the biggest, one of the biggest content creators for Destiny, MTash, I don't follow that guy no more, but he does Genshin Impact. Doesn't even do Destiny anymore. Totally switched. Another Warframe streamer and content creator switched. They do variety now. So I think a lot of people are just looking at what's going on in the world and saying, listen, it makes sense for me not just to get pigeonholed into being a Stadia only product, because there's so much other stuff like PlayStation Now. That's phenomenal thing. Why not GeForce Now? Those are things that you want to cover. You want to enjoy those experiences. So why not diversify?
Let me ask you this. I'm cool with that, right? But it's a such thing called intentions, okay? What was your intentions? When you started off and said you want to be Stadia only, right? My question is this. The day you decided not to be, what was your intentions? What made you make that decision?
Did they say that?
That's my thing.
Did they say that? Like,
they can't say that.
I thought they
you
said
can't
it
say
was.
that.
Oh, I thought they said it was because of the SG&E shutdown.
No, they didn't say that. No.
Oh, okay. We're
No,
still
no.
okay.
A lot of people. So a lot of people who have changed, that was their reasoning. So they was one of the last to hold off, and they're saying that, hey, we're doing it because you know we could do more things. My only thing is this. Again, we're on a platform, correct? And you guys, you ain't doing this for yourself. You want viewers, correct? I'm just being clear, right? So we're doing this because we want to put on entertainment. So you have to like when I called out on Duncan, called him out. I said, you're screaming that people think you're the bad guy, but if you're a content creator and people follow you and you say something crazy, then you can't get mad if they hold you to it, right? So my thing is this: if we're content creators and we say, I'm repping Xbox, and you got your Xbox followers, right? Your fans, and then fanatic. Then you got your you got your fanboys, right? Because you're gonna get them all, right? When you decide to switch up, you have to switch up in a certain way. It's like a PR. Superstars hire a PR person. When Britney Spears cut her hair off, where was her PR person? She needed that PR person because she looked bad. So what I'm saying is, if Rick Tone and the guys call Waypoint, and now you want to cover disco light and dancing, right? Yeah. You need a PR person to do the soft blow that people like, oh, we still gonna follow you. So the question is, what's your intentions though? Did you decide you wanted to switch up because maybe a JD stabbed somebody and now you don't want to be associated with him, but you want to switch it up because people stop? That's what I'm saying. So the thing is, if you want people to follow you, it's a way you transition, because fans and fanatics, remember, we got the fanboys that's going to flip out. What do you mean you ain't doing Stadia? So my thing is this, is why are you leaving? What's your intentions? And listen, if you do it in a certain way, people can't try to call you out on it, their intentions might not be that they want to jump ship because of whatever, right? But it's the bad timing. That thing just happened. People still got that taste in their mouth, and you know what I'm saying?
It is it though. I'm gonna just call it what it is. It is it. Because SG&E put me it made me think, like, my Outriders decision, that had a lot to do with it. Like, when I'm thinking a game I'm gonna spend a lot of hours with, I'm like, I don't trust Stadia. Like, come on, they're not paying me, man. Like, I'm just being real. I love the product, just like I love certain deodorants. You know what I'm saying? It just works for me. I know my body, so I'm like, I'm gonna use this product. They're not paying me. I use it because it works. But at the end of the day, I gotta really review it. And I'm like, when you're not making your own products, you're just gonna make other products really good on yours, which is it's an okay strategy. Right. But I was really holding on to that 1,000-player battle royale. They sold me that. Like, for me, that's what I was sold. And that sent ripples where I'm like, my decisions are, I still, come on, when it comes to like that game like Kaze, I want to play it on Stadia. I'm not taking up space, so I'm gonna still. But I don't mind if they shut down tomorrow. I'm gonna lose Kaze. That's okay. I'm not putting thousands of hours. But for those type of games, they can rebound. You can make a crazy connect. You can do something. Put us back. But what if Vet say? Hold on, Vet was like, What y'all think? Is he joking? I don't know if you're joking, Vet. I think that maybe the bash was doing too good. I don't want to start no trouble. Let me stop.
Listen, listen. He ain't asked me. If the question is directed to Anthony,
I don't know if he's asking me. I'm not sure. I like both. I think they should have kept Stadia Source though, or I think you should have just, even if it's the same people, down to whoever's typing emails, literally just make gaming Source. But keep Stadia Source. You do need a central hub.
But it's a little better for the algorithms, though, man. I see.
No, that's what I'm saying. Make a separate thing.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I see where they're headed. I mean, I have no skin in the game. They could call themselves whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But I don't think this was a rush decision. They probably thought about it. I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day,
Wow, man.
Yeah, they wild.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
you know me, man. I'm definitely one of the founders of Stadia Bash Community Network, and listen, I'm also a Stadia Source member, so I'm in both lanes. But you know, hold on. Listen,
I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna make a highlights of this. I'm gonna clip some of it. This is gonna be a little.
Listen, at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, I mean, listen, I'm still affiliated with them. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna ride it out and see what happens. But y'all stupid, man. I mean, sometimes people be jacking people's stuff, man. You know,
This is real, man.
But you know, listen.
I love that bash, man.
Listen, here's the thing. What we did was we just decided, okay, let's create something that if you're a fan of Stadia, we got you covered. We're not gonna waver, we're gonna do nothing. But here's what's cool about us. Look at Stadia Vet. My man is also with JD, and they do PlayStation Now. So nowhere are we saying you can't have other stuff. But if, let's say Stadia was your own, and I know some people that Stadia is their only thing, they can't afford a console, they live in a country where they're so guess what? If that's you, my man Spectre said something that had me dying. He said, we're like, what he said, something like, we're like cars. He got to pull it up. We're like cars. We don't fold, right? Yeah. So there you go. No house of cards here on the Stadia Bash Community Network. We don't fold. Bro, 100% Stadia committed. Now, are we saying JD can't be? The man just said he had a PlayStation 5 and all that. We're not saying that. But if you want to find people to play with, if you want straight up Stadia stuff, thank you. There you go. There you go. So you won't catch us switching the names or anything like that. That's not gonna happen. Because I'd rather write it to Google, say we done. Then guess what? You respect me that we ran into the ground. Now, if I rebrand, y'all probably be like, yo, we can mess with you because we can respect you. You held true to your stuff. That's all I'm saying. But it is what it is.
Yeah,
it is what it
is. Like you said, Anthony, man, just intentions, the PR person, whatever it is, like, you know, we're all content creators. So, you know, whenever a company pivots, that could be a mega corporation like Google, it could be Stadia Source. Whenever you pivot, if you're not getting that messaging out there, right? You know, you still, and even if you get the right messaging, some people still want to fall off. So
yeah, man,
you're just gonna have to weather that storm and just keep pushing to the goals that you set for it. You know what I'm saying?
Be honest with you, it's just timing. Yo, he's stupid for that, but it's timing. That announcement, the gaming entertainment closing, that's not that long ago. Anybody who does Stadia and switch up, you can't tell me you're not going to think that's why they did it.
Yeah.
Now, if you waited 6 months from now, right, and Stadia just throwing out bangers, you know, then they switched up. You'd be like, oh, they had no reason to switch up because Stadia is doing great. Then, but, you know.
Right. True. So yeah, like you said, stuff can be planned in advance for months in advance, and then just the timing, just the messaging, like you said, man. Yeah. So it is what it is, man. Hey man, enjoy your games, make your content, enjoy your games.
It's all love to the Stadia Source team, man. Or what is it called now? What's it
Gaming Source Network. So there's two networks in the town now,
they
guys.
Use the network too.
The Stadia Bash Community Network. And now we got the Gaming Source Network.
Stadia Bash Community Network.
Got the same ring as Stadia Source. Stadia Source had a good kind of ring to it.
Yeah,
I don't know why they got rid of that. I should have kept it. Just make.
Well, you know, it's hard because if they kept it, then how could they do GeForce Now and all this other stuff? Because the name.
Don't do it. Because you kind of need a one-stop shop.
Stadia all the time.
Yeah, listen, because it's not a person. Like me, I'm Rick Tone. It's just me. I could cover toilets tomorrow. Like I could do what I want.
That's why my thing is that now your mama knows, right? Yeah. Now your mama knows. Like nobody could clamp me on nothing.
But Stadia Source, you kind of owe your constituents, man. It's like you go to a hotel, right? Then they're like, "We're selling tires now, bro." You got your whole family there. Like, whoa, what? I thought you were a hotel.
So here it is.
It's not like they're like this big network of people here.
No,
man.
They weren't. It
you know
wasn't big, but
you know
what I'm saying.
I get it. You know, we're in this small community, but
if you look online, StadiaSource.com is that's not just a tagline. Your number one source for Stadia news and reviews.
Really
they have
is.
over 1 million clicks like that. Their website is massive. They just recently start pushing their YouTube channel, but they started off with a website. They are massive, that website. So you know, but I look at it like this. Somebody said to me, they was talking to me about something else that didn't have to do with this, but here how it goes. The people take that name network, right? Even for us, they was like, oh, well, somebody wanted to have another show, right? And I said, listen, the day we let you have a different show that's not Stadia, right? Then people are going to say, well, then let me do a cooking show, right? So the thing is, somebody was like, oh, but it's a network. It's network. I said, no, the word Stadia has more power than the word network. You don't go to Dunkin' Donuts and say, hey, do you got Krispy Kreme donuts because the donut? No, this is Dunkin' Donuts, right? So Stadia Source was powerful. You know, that word network, like in our thing, Stadia Bash Community Network. Network doesn't trump Stadia. So, you know, Rick is right. Yeah. Like if you start off with Stadia Source, that's your thing. But anybody could change up and it could be something powerful. Who knows?
Yep.
Yeah, the source is huge, man. I'm just in the know. I don't need to go on it because I got other sources. But most people, when you search a Stadia term, Stadia Source comes up there more than Google. They do a better job than Google. So if they change
it, so if they're the leading whatever in Stadia news, why would they change it? Just on a whim? I don't think so. I think it's probably something significant.
My man Rick Tone just said he decided not to buy Outriders.
Yeah,
because the thing
closed
down.
Sent ripples.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think this is just like a rush to shit. I think if they're that known, it's almost like if you're Michael Jordan, you start, oh, we're gonna change my name.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So that's a different analogy, right? If you were gonna get on the Love Boat, right? You love the Love Boat. Every year you take your family, and then you're like, yo, the person the manufacturer of the Love Boat, I heard that they don't have them parts anymore. So the Love Boat about to go out. They're like, what do you mean they don't have the parts? Like, yeah, they don't have the same parts that they fix like every year. You know how they always take the Love Boat to get fixed? They're not gonna be able to fix it anymore. You're like, oh, the Love Boat that's the word on the street. Love Boat about to go out because they don't have these parts no more. You might start getting on the Disney cruise. You know?
Yeah.
All these analogies, man.
This chat is, listen, for you podcast users, really try to tune in, man. Tune into the live.
Listen, thanks for having me on. Hey guys, have me on again, man. Have me on again.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
I gotta do a round table. I can put 6 people up in this. Maybe I think even more. Yeah. I gotta do a round table. This I didn't know this news dropped. I would have had someone else up in here, man.
Appreciate that, man. Ooh. Yeah, appreciate that. We just speak our opinions, man. We don't have no allegiance to nothing. We just gamers, man.
We gamers, man. Yeah. I loved it. I love it. Tonight was one of my favorite nights, man. It was one of.
I'm so happy JD hit me up and asked me to come on, man. Because now you know what it is. I feel like in the end of the day, right? Let's be clear. We just went through 2020 with the COVID, right? So gaming is our pastime, but there's way bigger things than gaming. So people got to stop being, yes, we're spending our money to them, but it's a lot of bigger stuff. So why can't we be real? It's just our pastime, right? Yeah. And we ain't going to be real with ourselves for our own pastime. That's terrible. So I could get up here and say whatever. Because if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying. Yep. But if I ain't lying, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true, man. Anybody that doesn't know, because I got some people that aren't like in the know with Stadia that come to my channel. Let me show them Anthony what he's all about. I made a little trailer. I just epic, you know, let me see what y'all think. Let me see. That's how he gets down. Come on, man. Yeah. Spider-Man. Let's go. Yeah, that's the dude right there.
Oh, man, when I seen it, I was like, yeah, I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Listen, guys, check out my channel. Subscribe if you're not. Listen, I'm telling you, I take pride in that. My channel is the Netflix of YouTube channels. You name it, it's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Well,
Yeah,
I do got to say this too, though. I actually do a show with my wife every Thursday night at 9. I pushed it back so I could be on there a little longer.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Yeah, man. This was good, and I texted my wife. I was like, "Listen, let's do it a little bit later." And
that's cool.
But I feel like this was important. This was cool.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And
Yeah. We definitely thank you for stopping by, man. You the man. Like I've been watching your content, man. You and your wife, content. You got your daughter up there now. Like you got your family involved. Like you said, and you're doing big things, great things, man. The sky's the limit for you, man. So keep doing what you're doing.
Just be clear. If Stadia Source kicked me off because of this thing, y'all gonna have to hire me, all right? So,
no doubt, man.
We got
Actually, it's funny though. I told them earlier today though. I usually stream on Thursdays. I stream for them at 7 p.m. on Thursdays. But I said, hey, I'm gonna be on Rick Tone and JD thing tonight. So I'm just gonna not do my stream. So I actually did cancel my Stadia Source stream. So if they kick me off, I'm be permanent, baby, on Thursday night.
I got the spots, man. I don't like to show y'all all the stuff. I got all the spots. I got the 6. I got more of these, man. I got a lot of spots. I love it, man. This is like barbershop talk. I had some females that was supposed to come up in here. I'm working on that. We get all points of view. I like different points of view. We got like kind of a non-content creator. We got JD that does a lot of games, but he keeps it real. Me, I do a lot of different content. So it's like it kind of works. It really kind of works. We got different variations of subscribers. So it's a win-win, man. You're always welcome, man. The door is always open, man. If you're like, oh man, I got nothing to do, I want to promote something. Yo, come on.
I appreciate it, man. This has been like one of my favorite podcasts because we're just we're just talking, not holding it back, keeping it real, answering questions. This is a dream podcast for me. This is my type of thing. I appreciate it. We don't have one lane, and the thing is I'm gonna be 100% real. I love Stadia, but it's cool when I can talk outside of it. You know what I'm saying? And about gaming, because typically when I'm talking about gaming, I'm still repping my Stadia. But this is cool because I'm just, it's no main fan base. I'm not on Stadia Bash Community Network. I'm hanging out with Rick and JD gang. So
Yeah, if it's appropriate. Listen, if Stadia says, "Oh, guys, we were just working on this one little game, and it's a huge like God of War type game," of course I'm going to talk about that. But it's just about the news and where the news carries us, Right. And it kind of takes Xbox is killing it, so we've been covering that. But anybody listening, we cover everything. It's just that whoever's killing it, we're going to talk about. Yeah, man. Expect everybody to stop by and feel you.
Gotta make the video companies step their game up. They want to be covered. Step your game up.
Yeah. We like the place where just speak our minds, man. Like these companies are not going to get better by just deriding them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, oh yeah, you're doing everything right, and I got the flag, and you did no wrong, and don't worry about what they're doing. They got something like they're doing.
Facebook Stadia group. Be careful.
No.
JD, that shots fired at me about the flag because somebody did an April Fool's joke today.
But see, I got my Sony. You know what I'm saying? I got my Sony headphone. Got my Sony, like even for me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like
when you perpetrating,
they don't.
The kids
I got the Nintendo shirt.
He's
man.
everywhere.
Like, I'm everywhere, bro.
I love
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like hold them accountable. Hold these companies accountable.
That's what's up. So, all right. So we'll go around. We got the Gamer Dad. Tell us where we can find you. JD, where we can find you, and then And Your Mama Knows where we can find you. So, and then I'll go last. All right. Gamer Dad.
Guys. You can find me on Instagram. It's the Christian Gamer Dad on Instagram, and on Twitter, TC Gamer Dad. Hit me up.
Thank you.
I'm always on there checking.
JD.
What up? Yeah, you can find me JD3MXP on Game Pass, PlayStation 5, Stadia. You can catch me here. You can catch me on Stadia Bash Community Network on Friday Night Fights. It's been going down. It's been great. If y'all missed those streams, and then you can catch me on PlayStation, Cloud Station TV with Stadia Vet and Dr. Spaceman on Wednesday nights, new time slots. So, yeah,
that's what's up. everywhere. Anthony,
Yeah.
where can we find you, man?
Guys,
I'm about
you
to get your
can
channel
look.
too. I'm about to post
Yeah,
it.
you could look me up. And now your mama knows. But I do. I'm typically on a Stadia Source Roundtable podcast. After this show, I don't know, but I'm typically on that podcast every Thursday nights at 5 p.m. Eastern. Then I stream for them 7 p.m. Eastern. Then I do. This is Thursdays. Then I do the Sandy and Anthony show, typically 9 p.m. Eastern. On Wednesdays, I do a show on Stadia Bash Community Network at 8 p.m. Eastern called the Stadia Bash Community Network Spotlight, where I show some of the guys who's just up and coming streamers. Yeah, man, you can find me at Now Your Mama Knows. Just look me up.
Awesome. I just put that in the chat. So I know some people come by that don't get to watch it live. They're not even in a Stadia boat, but they see the viewers and they're like, yo, let me check this dude out. Chariot, I know, got a few subs from that. So yeah, you'll definitely, I wouldn't be shocked if you see a few extra subs, I don't have it like that, but I try to send people where I can, man. I definitely do. That's what's up.
Like I said, guys, my channel isn't only gaming, so if you like other stuff, it's on there. It's on there.
Awesome. Y'all can find me here, Rick Tone, man. Rick Tone everywhere. Pretty much. Got the link tree. I don't talk too much. Y'all see it, man. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Oh, thank you, everybody. 300 subscribers. April 1st, man. Right with the Outriders stream. I appreciate that. Never thought, man. I remember my brother. He was like, "Yo, do content, do content." I was like, because I used to do podcasts. Just talk about Stadia stuff, and people commented. Someone hit me up like, "Oh, you still doing podcasts?" I'm like, not really. And then people pushed me to do it. So, yeah, I was like, let's do the content now. Look at it. It's pretty good. I would say I'm proud of it, man. They got a good little setup. Everybody can be themselves, just like Discord. If y'all like to talk video games, it's just like this in the Discord, man. It's gonna be in my link tree. Definitely join. All views are welcome, and it's just like this, real positive. We talk, laugh, joke. It's called a sanctuary. Life is tough. We don't have to bring the toughness to games. It's just games. We keep it like that. All right, cool, man. Thank y'all. So I'm gonna end the stream and then we just say, Auntie probably gotta run, but we'll just wrap up after. But all right, guys, take it easy. Peace. Chat.
Peace.
Love y'all. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, that's fine. I'm just
We still here.
Hold on, it's supposed to go to that video. Hold on. Hold on. Did it end?
Nah, it's still live.
It's live, guys. This is live television.
We're live.
My fault. Some of my stuff is in the cloud. That's why. Yo, y'all already know, man.